Hello everyone and welcome to Destination Penguins. We are Jarek and Agnieszka traveling to the bottom of South America in our van Mundo. In 2023, we left our American lives behind and embarked on the journey south. Life is short, world is beautiful, and we want to make memories for a lifetime. So join us on this journey as we publish the highlights on YouTube. So yesterday for the first time, we spent a whole day inside the van. And the reason for it was that it was raining and there was no point of going hiking because it wasn't raining very hard, but it was still persistent and it was raining all day. But that allowed us to do a whole bunch of admin stuff and few things that I wanted to do. So we are off to Costa Rica in a little bit less than 2 months. So we have to get a yellow fever vaccine. And here's the catch. We went to the clinic in Brazil. I think it was in Curitiba. And people there told us that because we both over 60 years old, they're not going to give it to us because there's yellow fever vaccine is contraindicated for people over 60. So then we are kind of in a trouble because the airline people are just not medical doctors, so we'll see what happens. But the clinic gave us this official form from the Ministry of Health in Brazil, indicating exactly that for people over 60 they're not going to give us a vaccine. And so, but the form is in Portuguese and in English, so I decided to translate that form into Spanish, so when we arrive in the airport in Costa Rica we'll be able to kind of hand it to them. We'll see if that works. Okay, so we're going on a hike. Okay, we're taking this Cartão Postal Trail 360. So here's our trail. What we're going to do what everybody else does. So we're here where there's no more paint, and we're going to go here to the viewpoint and look at these beautiful peaks, and then come back, go to this viewpoint, and then come down and possibly go into this viewpoint and then come down on the road. So that's the plan. So after the rain yesterday, the trail is a little wet, but the good thing is there's like nobody here. Oh my gosh, it's been a slog. And we're not there yet. And we're talking the first mirador. Oh, not even a second. It's tough.
Oh, no, it's yeah.
The steps.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh yeah. The steps are very high. I guess that's what you say. Whoa.
Wow, look at this.
This is nice.
Wow.
All right, we made it. Wow, this.
Good view of it.
Whoa, what a fantastic view. Okay, what's the first one to the left?
It's Escalavrado.
Okay.
And it's 1406 meters.
I see. And then the second
The
one?
next one, number 4, is Doto de Nossa Senhora.
Oh, I see.
And it's 1320 meters.
And then the tallest.
The next one is number 5, Derro de Deus.
Oh yeah, that's spike.
1692.
Mm-hmm.
The number 6 follow.
Uh-huh.
This is Cabeca de Peixe, 1680. Number 7, next one is Santo Antonio.
Uh-huh.
Saint Antonio, I guess.
Yeah.
Is 1990. Next one to it is Sao Hoi,
I see the one in the fog.
2100, and then is Sao Pedro,
It's the tallest.
2165. Then is Capucho de Frede, 1740. And I think we don't see this.
No, I think it's
Capucho de Frede.
no, it's in
And
the.
number 11 is Nariz do Frede, 1920.
I see. Okay, we came to the second viewpoint. At this point, Jarek is wearing my purse to help out a little bit. And the main peaks are sort of covered in the fog or clouds. So I guess our previous viewpoint was on top of this hill in front of us. We left the national park today after a few days there and spent a day in town doing errands and admin stuff. But now we're driving to the next destination, and it's early afternoon and the sun is perfect and the views are really nice as well. Oh, there is a mirador. Stop in Brazil is a town called Ouro Preto. Ouro Preto. Ouro Preto. That was the first capital of Minas Gerais state, and now it's Belo Horizonte, which is not very far away, but it's also a UNESCO town. And it's supposed to be very beautiful, and it looks really beautiful from here. We have picked two places to stay, both next to the churches. Apparently there are a lot of churches in this little town. One is at the cemetery, so we'll see which place we kind of end up with. So we just arrived in this town, Ouro Preto, and I think we might be parking next to this church on the other side. It is closed and somewhat neglected, but it's very pretty. And here is Mundo, and the idea is we can stay here overnight, but we were just stopped by two Brazilian couples who also have a motorhome, as they call it here, and they said there is another place on the other side of town that they have parked up and they're staying there. And they highly encourage us to go there, so we might. But this one is a nice place. This is the cemetery. It looks grim inside, but the gate is gorgeous. Alright, so now we're going to check out the other place. I just hope we don't have to go up.
Eventually.
Oh my god, what do you mean? There is some...
Yeah, when we come out from the town.
No, there's another road. Oh yeah, but I mean, no matter where, we have to go up. Oh, Oh, so the train station is over there. Oh my gosh, I see so many vans. Well, no, I see two. Two motorhomes.
Okay.
Everybody's waiting for us. So nice. Four vans.
Yeah.
They are our friends, Brazilian friends. They're showing us the way. Okay. First time ever, we parked on the roundabout and slept in the roundabout. It wasn't our finest night, that's for sure, because it was loud. And today, the police blocked the roundabout and they have an action of giving away some yellow papers, and they dressed in the funny outfits. Yesterday we came to Ouro Preto, which is a mountain town in Brazil outside Belo Horizonte. It used to be a capital of the state of Minas Gerais, and also a center of gold mines and gold mining in late 1600s, 1700s and 1800s. And we're going to explore this town today. It is fabulous. It is a UNESCO heritage site. It has 23 churches. One of the churches has 434 kilograms of gold. It is a very, very unusual town, and the history is crazy. At some point at the high gold mining era, they had 110,000 people living here, mostly African slaves. And at the same time, for comparison, Rio de Janeiro had 20,000 and New York City had 50,000 people. So this place was massive. And we're going to look at museums and we're going to look at some churches. So this is the main square. And no building was built before after 1900s, so everything is really old in this town. And we're going to see the first church right here. Here's a monument of Tiradentes. He led the rebellion against the Portuguese crown when they imposed so many taxes on gold that nobody could afford to mine gold anymore. This town has 23 churches. I think in Antigua has 27. So
I don't know if you noticed that all of them, they have the same color scheme.
yes,
They have this yellowish stone around like a sandstone,
yes.
the blue door, and if you look, let's say the one we've seen yesterday was exactly the same. The one in there is exactly the same.
Right. Some more beautiful views of this town. This church is gorgeous. It's Baroque style for sure. So this is an interesting museum. I really wanted to see it because it has this miniature altars. So our next stop is St. Francis de Assisi Church. It's another rococo 1700s creation. Here's our last stop. It's the Basilica Señora Nuestra de Pilar. So here's the reason why we're here. This church has 434 kilograms of gold inside. That's like 900 pounds. So we're on the way east towards the ocean and to our next stop, which is State Park Pedra Azul. It's kind of a interesting rock formation. I mean, it's one gigantic rock. But we are driving through a coffee region in Brazil. And as a reminder, Brazil is the biggest producer of coffee in the world. The thing is, there's coffee everywhere. The thing is, very surprising to us. Unlike Colombia or Ecuador or Central American countries, most of the coffee there is grown in the shade. There is no shade for this coffee whatsoever. The second difference is that it seems like all these coffee plantations are owned by big companies, not some small mom and pop farms. So and then we think that the berries are going to be pretty much ripe for picking very soon, because now it's May. Normally in Central America it's picked in November. Yeah.
It's like purple. So.
Yeah, there are some purple ones. So it's 6 months. It's reverse, right? Because Central America is in the northern hemisphere. So anyway, it's kind of an interesting, hilly part of Brazil, and it's just sort of, on one hand, reminds me a little bit of Colombia, because Colombia was the same. It was like hilly and lovely and green and lush. The only thing is that in Colombia, everybody was selling coffee on the road, and here there's nothing. We are getting close to the Pedra Azul State Park.
this is the color.
Yeah, I can see.
Looks pretty awesome.
Well, it looks green to me, not blue.
Yeah. Maybe it depends on the lighting, right?
Yes. And the reason we're going to the entrance is because they only allow 150 people a day, and you have to register online. In order to register online, you have to have CPF, and that's like a Brazilian social security number, which we obviously don't have. So we're going to the entrance and hope that the ranger can register us there. In the meantime, we're walking among coffee plants, and some of them have yellow fruit, and some of them have the red fruit, and some of them still have green fruit. Oh, this is ready for picking. Okay, coming back from the visitor center. So we were lucky because we are foreigners, we don't need to register, because she said all 150 spots have been taken for tomorrow. And the only problem is that if it's raining, and it's like a little bit raining right now, they are going to close the trails. You can't go even with tiny little rain. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it shows that the rain is supposed to stop in there very early in the morning. So hopefully we'll make it. The next day in the morning, 8 o'clock, and we're going to attempt going up the mountain. The thing is, we can't even see the mountain because it's in the clouds, but we're going to try.
No gun. No road.
See, there's nothing. It's all blue milk. I mean white milk, milky. There's a huge mountain behind it. Clouds are lifting a little bit, but still you can't see the top. All the mountains is showing. Now it's a blue sky.
But the clouds are moving
Really fast.
fast.
Yeah.
Very fast. Wow. Wow. What a rock. Because this could be the only shot you can get today. Who knows? And today is a more blue sky than.
Yes. So this whole park is under renovation, and then Yarek is a monkey in, in glasses. Funny. I think we have to register. We're going on the trip. Wow, look at these bromelias. Bromelias. And beautiful. This one is crazy beautiful. moved.
Somewhere.
First informational board, this time about the cedar that is a noble tree.
And this one is a clusia.
And then this one is much more interesting because it spreads the branches.
Yeah, and the name is clusia.
Crucia. Cool. Like, wow, the branches spreads really far. Getting closer and closer to the rock.
Wow, so much closer now.
Yeah. Okay. So we're here, and we're going to go here to the viewpoint and then come back and continue on. The thing that amazes me in the Brazilian national parks, how much attention to detail there is. Look how pretty this sign is for 500 meters. And everything is so beautifully maintained. And the information they provide is very detailed and very individual. And it's all free. I guess this is lovely to be in a country where they prioritize access to the beautiful natural spots for everyone. I guess these sticks are supporting this rock. Is in the clouds. Wow, we have a new board. And it says that there's two kinds of rock, granite and gneiss, and it's estimated 500 to 550 million years ago
Was created.
Yes, formed.
And it's 1,333 meters
Yeah.
high. Another cool thing about Brazil is that they have lots of laundromats, which makes it so much easier to do laundry. And they're not very busy, and they're very small, so it's not like in the US that there are massive, they have
three washing machines and 3 dryers, usually. So we're going to do laundry today before we move on up the coast. So Yarek found this place that is a chain. It's called 60 Minutes Laundry. So here it is. And it's another one of the 3 and 3. And then we pay as extranjeros, meaning foreigners. I think we've been to this one before, right?
Yeah.
So I think we have quote unquote an account with it. Okay, laundry done. Now we're going north towards Salvador, but it's already like 3:30 or 4 o'clock.
We still have
Yes, we have what?
800 kilometers, maybe more.
Yes. So we need to find a place for the night. So we think we back to the beach and we're going to stay overnight on the beach. But we're going through this nice town, Victoria, and this really nice bridge. Wow. Brazil is modern.
San Francisco.
It's a port. It's a port town.
Look at this side of it.
Yeah.
This side.
Yeah, this side is beautiful. It's like Rio de Janeiro.
Very, very nice.
Wow. This is nice here. Huge, gigantic houses. I know. Yes, it is a beautiful beach. Yeah. Alright. Now we have to find our beautiful beach. In this episode, we left Rio de Janeiro and drove to the National Park, where we went hiking and visiting the high peaks. From there, we drove to the UNESCO Heritage Site town Ouro Preto and visited a whole bunch of churches. From there, we drove to the state park of Pedra Azul and we loved hiking around the rock.